Hi. This week's discussion was really cool to me because when I was younger, I used to help out at this place. So I hope you guys really enjoy this. I chose to do the Orphan Grain Train here in Norfolk. Nearly 3.5 million meals were shipped last year, in addition to clothing, blankets, household items, and medical and hospital equipment. The Orphan Grain Train is a Christian volunteer network that ships donated food, clothing, medical, and other needed items to people in 64 different countries, including the USA. Of every dollar spent, 97% goes for helping needy people. A very lean 3% goes for administration and fundraising. How it got started. In 1992, Reverend Ray S. Wilkie, a pastor of Grace Lutheran Church in Norfolk, Nebraska, volunteered with a group of Lutherans who traveled to Latvia and Russia to help with the church mission. There, they met people with no hope, in desperate need of spiritual, emotional, humanitarian aid after the breakup of a former Soviet Union. The Latvians begged Reverend Wilkie to help them more after we went home, and he promised he would. Wilkie envisioned a train that would travel through America's Midwest, picking up cars of donated grain along the way, until it reached a port from which the grain would be shipped to feed starving orphans in Eastern Europe. Upon his return to the United States, Wilkie contacted Clayton Andrews, president of Andrews Van Lines, a worldwide transportation company, and told the story. Together, they founded Orphan Grain Train. He came up to me and asked, "Do you think something can be done?" says Andrews. I said, "Yes, I know how we can help those people." I never hesitated, and it took off from there. As it turned out, railroad operating protocol made the original grain train concept impractical, but Orphan Grain Train was born nonetheless. Within a year, Grain Train's first shipment, a container of clothing and quilts, arrived in Riga, Latvia. How can you help, you may ask yourself? The mission of Orphan Grain Train is uniquely dependent upon their dedicated volunteers, many of whom have given numerous years of service for the sake of others. Last year, the number of volunteer hours recorded was 82,382 hours, which translates to 226 volunteer hours for each and every single day of the year. If we paid the volunteers $9 an hour, the cost to the organization would be about $741,438 for the year. We can never repay the debt of gratitude owed to each and every one of their faithful, dedicated, and hardworking volunteers. Lastly, their mission statement is simple. In loving response to Christ, the servant, the Orphan Grain Train movement encourages and enables God's people to share personal and material resources in bringing Christ's name and character to needy people both far and near. Sometimes that character expresses itself as a word well spoken, sometimes as a bandage well applied, and sometimes as a child well fed. Thank you.